For some kids, summer is filled with camps, trips, and fun. For many others, it can be boredom, loneliness, and a lack of structure. Now, for those who may need to get out and engage, learn, and play, we have a great opportunity. The Jump Ahead Play Fuel Summer Initiative. We've got D. Jones. He's the Vice President of Play. Kamadi is an athlete, a D1 esports athlete. Mind blown. Yeah, so, all right, D, let's talk about this program, how it works, what it's all about.
So the Jump Ahead Play Fuel Summer Initiative is a city-backed, 100% city-backed. Shout out to the city of GR for coming to me and asking me to develop a summer initiative. Esports is now a pillar for economic development and violence reduction for our city. So we have colleges. We've had Michigan State University, Ohio State University, Ferris State University, big gaming companies all getting involved and engaged, educating students during the summer. So whether it's scholarships, whether it's content creation, whether it's educational opportunities or careers in esports, there are different paths, and we're just making them accessible and equitable for all of the students across our district. So students had a free opportunity, 100% free opportunity to actually engage, learn from some of the best Division I colleges. Gaming companies like Epic Games, who created Fortnite, they're also giving an educational session too. So a free camp for students to learn at the highest level of gaming and esports possible.
Okay, so let's talk, first of all, Kamadi, tell us about you, how you got into esports, and how you've made this, you know, kind of your thing, I guess.
First off, I was playing games my whole life. That was kind of like a thing that was always a part of my life, but when I was 16, I went into cardiac arrest on the basketball court.
Oh my
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I went to cardiac arrest on the basketball court, and that kind of pushed me into the esports lane, and you know, pushed me to graduate from high school a year early, get into college, and then I found myself being a 2K captain at Texas Southern University. So you know, I became a Division I esports athlete. So you know, everything worked out in the end.
Oh my goodness, right? I guess everything happens for a reason sometimes. But so let's talk about what that's like being a part of an esports team for such a competitive school.
It was kind of like complicated at the beginning because, like, you know, I was a freshman and I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was just like, you know, I want to dive head in, learn everything that I can learn, and just be, you know, just a sponge with everybody there. But it's very competitive between all the teams. We all play a little bit of everything, so we have fun.
Okay, so do you talk about this space too, how it's growing, how it's changing? Obviously, this was not a thing when I was a kid.
Yes, for sure.
There was no esports.
Gaming is trillion-dollar industry, to be honest, and I got into it just for having a passion for gaming, but also seeing the economic impact and the culture and just the opportunity that can be created, especially being a person of color. How it works is we getting kids into streaming. So there's an organization called Party, P-A-R-T-I. Their COO handled $1 trillion portfolio. So we're working with them to really increase digital equity because they're into crypto and digital finance. So they have instant payouts and digital equity and instant payouts. So people can actually stream. They earn something called Party Points, which can be converted into cryptocurrency. So eventually, regardless of the background, ethnicity, as long as you have an internet connection and can stream in a camera, you can have access to streaming in these nice platforms that give you 99% of the revenue too, which is substantial in the gaming and streaming space. Also with the content creation, content is king into the space, and so being able to put out content, whether it's you face to face with an audience or people just watching you game or stream, or you judging the game or a brand or things like that, this is also a space and people love to view content. Also with the Scholastic esports, there's K through 12 esports, there's 5th grade esports competitive, then 6th to 8th grade, and then 9th through 12th grade. So and then transitioning that to, you know, 2-year community colleges and then 4-year universities and colleges. So there's something for everyone, even pro leagues and things like that. So we're just trying to bridge the gap between the scholastic and the educational and the career opportunities, and having that available through the summer and also throughout, eventually throughout the year for our community. Try to make it as free and accessible. We also still have $1,800 for students to come out and compete. So We'll be at the Save a Life Outreach Center on Madison Avenue, and students can actually come there. We still will have NBA 2K available in Fortnite, and you guys can come compete and actually earn some free cash. We also got some Nike Dunks from Reynolds and Sons that they donated, and a gaming chair from Steelcase that's valued at about 523 bucks.
Goodness.
So yeah, we have some good free stuff and free opportunity, free education, and also Chief Keef's Glow Navy, his gaming company, popular hip hop artist. His gaming company is actually giving an educational session this Friday. So students, please come, and parents, please have your young girl or young boy or teenage boy or teenage girl come to the Save a Life Outreach Center, 100% backed by the city, so we can educate the students and get them engaged with some of the biggest celebrities, brands, and companies and colleges, so they can get those opportunities and see it for themselves.
Wonderful. All right, let's talk about the details too. So we have the event obviously Friday, but then this camp is happening for the rest of the summer, and it's completely free. So who is this for, and how can they be a part of it?
So it's for students all across Kent County, ages 10 through 17. It's for all of the students across Kent County, again, ages 10 through 17. It's going on from 5:30 until 9 o'clock, every Friday and Saturday until school starts, so we're expanding it. So the students in the community can really come and get engaged and get that free education and engage with those big colleges and universities and go back and, brag to their friends and their loved ones, because telling the students to get off the game is not a thing now. Now they're getting full ride scholarships. I've been able to help Ottawa Hills High School. There are 9 students that are going to be on scholarship. 5 of them were seniors. The Victorian actually earned a full ride scholarship for Esports, and then there are 2 students that was in my summer initiative that go to Davenport, and then the other 2 students are out of state, and then 4 of them are underclassmen. So we're ready to increase the equity and access to education for students, especially through esports and tech.
Well, I appreciate that, Dee. Thank you so much. Kamadi, good luck to you.
Thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
impressed. I know nothing, so yes, you want to learn more, thejumpahead.com. These Fridays and Saturdays, this is until school starts, 5:30 to 9 p.m. And there's a phone number too if you want to give them a call, 278-2922. Thanks so much, gentlemen.
Thank you, I appreciate it.